Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I streamed. I wanted to apologize for that. Motivation, I think, is a big part of streaming, and I haven't fucking had any. So in lieu of that, you get this video. This video, I wanted to talk about my one and only contribution to exploits in gaming. Particularly this game in particular. What you're seeing right now is Delta Force Black Hawk Down. I want to say this game came out in about 2003, but before there was a full release, they released a multiplayer demo. It had a one single player mission, which is not this one, it's a different one, but they had one single player mission and complete multiplayer mode, although you had to download a mod to get access to all the weapons that were in the game. So you had that, and it also shipped with the demo also shipped with a map editor, so that players could release their own maps. One of the probably the biggest clan in the game at the time was called Dragon Clan, very imaginative, and they released some of the most popular maps. One in particular was called Dragon Forts, and I'm going to have to say that was probably the most popular map. And basically what it amounted to was two hotel buildings with some derelict ruins in the middle. They were spaced out probably 1,000 yards or something like that. Nothing like not. Oh, I blew up. Not anything big, but it was still relatively small. And it had like 3/4 of a sniping map and 1/4 base rushing. But the point is this: what you see me on is a 50 cal M2. This is one of the emplacements in the game. The other emplacement, there's a minigun. There's this 50, and there's a Mark 19 grenade launcher. And you can find them in different places. Some of the minigun and the M2 are standalone, but sometimes they're also mounted on vehicles. The Mark 19 is mostly standalone. So I was just minding my business one day, and playing on one of the maps called Dragon Towers, I think, and something weird happened. I went to get on one of the emplacements, and you see down here in the bottom left of the screen, it shows you like on the gun, right? That's not like your normal stance. I went to go get on a minigun, and I got sniped. This right as I was getting on the minigun, and I was like, oh, whatever. You know, I died in an FPS game. I'm going to kill myself. I respawned. I respawned right on the minigun, which is not supposed to happen. This is not a normal state of the game. You're supposed to respawn at whatever spawn points the map maker designated. So I respawned. I respawned on the minigun, and I got off the minigun, and I can't remember what weapon I was using, but just for instance, the M16 in this game has a regular load of, you get 270 bullets in reserve. When I got off the minigun, I had 830 bullets in reserve, which is not normal. There's no way to actually achieve that amount of ammunition. And during this time, nobody was making cheats or hacks for this game. It was a multiplayer demo, and despite my love for Nova Logic, I love all their releases very dearly. Shouts out Nova Logic. Their games were never particularly popular, especially with this game in particular being a licensed game of the movie. So I saw this and I was like, wait a minute, this is definitely not intended state of gameplay. I wonder what happens. Is this something I can recreate? So I began suiciding, throwing a frag grenade at my feet. Right before it exploded, I would get on the gun, and I would die, and I would respawn, and it would respawn me on the gun. And so I saw that it had given me all this ammo, and I was like, I wonder if anything happens with the different emplacements. So I gave it a shot. I did it with the first time. Oh damn it! I'm not making any saves either. The first time it happened, I was on a minigun. And the minigun gave me the 830 bullets, and then I did it on the M2, the 50 cal here, and it does the same thing. The minigun and the 50 cal do the same thing. They just give you a shit ton of ammo. But I should note that it's only for your whatever weapon you are holding when you die at the time. So like it'll spawn you with I don't know what the breakdown on the math is, but like if you're holding your grenades when you get on, you'll spawn with like 67 frag grenades or something like that, something ridiculous. But I hopped over to a server that was hosting Dragon Forts, and the thing about Dragon Forts is there is a very easy to access Mark 19 grenade launcher on the deck, the outside deck of the hotel on both sides. So I tried it on the Mark 19. I used an AT4 rocket launcher this time, and I discovered that it had not given me 830 bullets or 67 grenades or whatever. It had given me infinite ammo for every single piece of equipment I had, which means flashbangs, frag grenades, or smoke grenades. If I remember correctly, you have a choice between which ones you bring. You had, if you did it with the AT4, it would give you infinite ammo for the AT4, which is ludicrous. If you had a M16 with an M203 attached, it would give you infinite ammo for the M203. And then whatever your primary was, whatever your secondary was, you just had infinite ammo for literally everything. And it was one of those things where it wasn't infinite ammo that you had to reload. You could shoot forever. It gave you a bottomless magazine. And so 2003, I would have been in 3rd grade at the time. My first instinct was to tell everybody who would listen about this wonderful exploit. When I was playing this game, I'd say it had a player base of roughly 200 people, maybe. And it died down after the full release came out, but probably about 200 people. After maybe 3 or 4 months after I began telling people about this exploit, the game was unplayable. Servers were forced to either use maps in rotation that had no Mark 19s, or otherwise they would they just couldn't play, because any map with a Mark 19 would become just instantly unplayable, because literally everybody was doing this exploit. It was especially on the most popular map, Dragon Forts. You could make a run for the hills, which was usually pretty hard because you were likely to get taken out by a sniper. But if you made it, it was a long way away. So even if you were looking at it with the sniper scope from your base, you couldn't see people in the uniform, distinguish them, like what would be their head poking out. You couldn't distinguish it from just like another bump in the hills. So it was really easy to just head glitch. So you could stand up there, and the only thing that was going to give you away would be the endless stream of motherfucking rockets coming out of your AT4 and absolutely obliterating the enemy team's spawn, because you could see right into their spawn from the hills. You go up there and basically just hold the enter button, which was it was the alternate button for fire, and it would just spam these rockets. Who did I shoot? Why did it tell me to check my fire? I'm curious. Anyway, a little while after I brought this cheat to the attention of the world, somebody came out with I'm kind of, I don't want to call it an exploit necessarily, because I'm not sure that's what it is. It's a game. It's a game mechanic that's not being used for its intended purpose. There's here, I'll demonstrate it for you right now. There's a command that works in the single player. You just open up the console with the tilde key and type restart, and it restarts the mission. I'm not supposed to be able to do that. I'm not supposed to be able to get out of the vehicle. What happens if I get in this one? Nothing. Okay. Anyway, but if you tried that in the multiplayer demo, what would happen would be like a separation of your camera and your body, your physical hitbox. So you were basically a ghost that could still interact with people. You could shoot people, you could knife people, you could throw grenades, place satchel charges or claymores. You could still kill people. If you could, what you would do first is you would get the infinite ammo glitch on the Mark 19, and then you would go someplace safe. I also found a number of places to clip while I was specifically on Dragon Force while I was playing this game. There were a number of places inside the hotel that you could clip into the wall. And it was really hard for people to find you because I didn't publicize the clips as much. People ended up finding out about them themselves after a while, but it was one of those places where you would go and basically you would get your infinite ammo, and then you would go hide in one of these hard to find places and type in the restart sheet, and then you could just clip back into the normal world, waltz straight over to the enemy base, and begin slaughtering everybody. That guy's not a civilian. I don't know why it's telling me that. Anyway, after a while, they didn't come out with a mod to fix it. Whoever the weapons mod was called the Master mod, and for some reason when they shipped the level editor, it was missing a lot of stuff. Like it didn't have like ladders. Like wooden ladders, you couldn't see them without the Master mod. All the guns, of course, and there was like I don't know, stuff like like shipping containers and stuff, like just miscellaneous terrain and stuff like that. You couldn't see it, but They never came out with a patch after that. I mean, why would they? Of course, it's a multiplayer demo, but that's basically in a nutshell the story of how I ruined a multiplayer experience for an active player base of about 200 people. That's my story. So going forward, I haven't quit streaming. I am going to stream again at some point. It's just I don't have the motivation right now, and I just started a new job, but I'm still in training for the new job. So my schedule for approximately the next 100 days, while I am considered still in training, is going to be hectic, and I want to start making it back into the gym. So I'm going to be prioritizing that over streaming. But like I said, rest assured, I have not quit streaming. I just don't have the motivation for it right now. Not to say I don't want to hang out with you guys, because I do. I miss you guys a lot. All fucking 3 of you that follow me on Twitch.tv. But in the meantime, I hope you guys enjoy yourselves. Have a good day. Feel free to say hi to me in the Discord, and I'll talk to you all soon.